All right, there you go. You can hit that button before you make your way to child's pose. This is Vinyasa Flow. My name is Lindsay, and Sherry is on a boat celebrating her birthday this week. So I'm stepping in for her. We're just going to make our way down to child's pose. You could keep your hips lifted, but we'll bring the big toes touch. Walk those hands forward. Forehead can come close to the floor, or maybe stacking the hands, creating a pillow for the forehead to come down on. And take some breaths here. Just start to come in tune with your breath, your body, right here, right now, in this space on your mat. Welcome everyone coming in. You might rock your head a little side to side. And then if you want to stay standing here, you could just walk your feet back, having your arms or hand on a chair, the back of a chair or a wall. And just getting this similar position in the spine, but just on your feet rather than your knees. So let's take 3 cleansing breaths here. We're going to breathe in through the nose, really fill up with air. And then exhale out of the mouth, almost like you're fogging a mirror with your breath or a window, making a ha sound as you exhale. Let's do 2 more just like that. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Welcome, Indy. Welcome, Katie. Let's do 1 more breath. Welcome, Cam. Hey, Jamie. Inhale, fill up. Welcome, Erin. Exhale out of the mouth. And then just breathing however you'd like here, maybe in and out of the nose, keeping the lips sealed. We're going to start to make our way up to hands and knees and start moving the spine. So if you're standing, you could do a standing cat-cow. Otherwise, we're on the hands and knees here, starting to move the spine front back. Oh, yes. If y'all joined the party yesterday, that was a long period of time to work out, whether you were there for the whole time or not. Longer than we're used to, these being at VFit, just the 30-minute workouts, getting that 90-minute workout. You might feel it in the body here today. I know I do. So we're just back and forth here, moving the spine, cat-cow. Let's do a couple more. And then we'll start to make our way to our feet and make our way up to standing. So when you're ready, you could come through down dog here first, tucking the toes, lifting those hips up and back, taking a couple pedaling of the feet back and forth, or just start to make your way to your feet, and we'll come into a forward fold next. So making your way to your feet, we'll maybe bring the feet a little wider, bend the knees, let the head go, shake out the head, yes, no. We'll slowly start to roll up here in a moment. But first, you might find this rocking side to side, a ragdoll, letting the upper body really hang here. And then on your next breath in, you'll start to roll on up, nice and easy. Let the head come up last. Then we'll make our way into our mountain position. Hello, Kathleen, Valerie. Hello, hello, everybody. So bringing your feet maybe a little closer together, a bit apart, mountain pose, palms are forward, heart open. You might close the eyes here, find your breath. Maybe setting an intention for our day. It does feel like a Monday after our holiday yesterday. So setting our intention for our day, our week, or maybe just this 30 minutes here together. Beautiful. On your next Inhale, we'll open those eyes, take the arms up, reach up, maybe bring the palms together. And then exhale, we're going to release our hands to the lower back here. You can press into the lower back, maybe interlace the fingers. We're opening the chest. Either way, lift the gaze up. Just a couple breaths here. Squeeze the shoulder blades back, closer together. Yes, inhale there. Exhale, we're going to come into a fold. So keeping those arms reaching behind your back is an option. We'll start to take that heart forward. You could bring your hands to a chair. Or if you have the interlace, maybe start to lift those arms overhead, getting that nice chest shoulder stretch. Yes, I'm going to turn on a little music here as well. Take a breath, a sigh. Sometimes the holiday can be very overwhelming. So we might be feeling that this morning, whether we stayed up a little later, we were maybe around more people yesterday. Can feel just maybe a little more tired. I know the kiddos are. My kiddo. Some of the other trainers' kiddos. All right, inhale, lift the heart forward. Exhale, we're going to step it back into a lunge. So stepping the right foot back, let's lower that right knee down and we're going to come on up. So hands could come to the hips, maybe lift those arms up. Taking it into a lunge here, you're going to sink your hips forward, or you could just be on the ball of the back foot. If you want to stay more up and not so close to the floor, lift the heart here, maybe lift the gaze, take a big inhale. And exhale, we're going to lower our right hand to the inside of the front foot and then open up this left arm to a twist. Back knee could stay down or maybe lift it here. Lift the gaze of that top hand. Welcome Jennifer, Amy. Hello, Valerie. Beautiful. We'll make our way into a plank. So lower both hands to the floor. Step it back, plank. If you want to stay upright, you could do a lunge. We're going to make our way through chaturanga. Let's lower down to the belly here. Lift up into cobra, chest lift, heart open, squeeze the shoulder blades back. And then lower the chest, come up and back to our down dog. Couple breaths there. You could be in child's pose here, or standing, just holding to the back of a chair and walking those feet back. Beautiful. From our down dog, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, we'll walk the feet forward to meet the hands. Halfway lift right there. Forward fold. Roll on up to standing or reverse swan dive. Flat back, arms out and up. And we'll find our mountain pose once again. Beautiful. Let's go through that again. Inhale those arms up. Palms might come together. Exhale, hands to the back or interlace the fingers, open the chest. Take a big inhale there. Exhale, we'll fold. Maybe only coming halfway, maybe lowering the head all the way. Couple breaths right there. And release the hands from behind. We'll inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, this time stepping the left foot back into our lunge. Back knee can come down, lift those arms up overhead. Sink the hips forward, lift the gaze. So really opening this front line of the body. Beautiful. Inhale there. Let's take it into our twist. Left hand lowers to the inside of the front foot, right arm reaches. Lunge twist. You could lift that back knee off the floor or keep it low. Lift the gaze. One more full breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Let's lower that right hand. Step back into your plank. Knees could come down here. We'll chaturanga through to the belly. Or staying standing, you can lunge. Cobra, inhale, chest lifts. We might press up a little higher in that cobra. And then back to our down dog or child's pose, couple breaths. Beautiful. We'll make our way to our feet. Start to walk the feet towards the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise on up, roll up a reverse swan dive, flat back. Find that mountain pose once again. All right, we're gonna take it into some balance here. So starting to bring the right knee into the chest. You might hold on to something here, but we're gonna wiggle this foot around, circle, circle in both directions. And we're gonna take it into a figure four here. So crossing the right ankle above the left knee. You might keep the left leg straight or sink back into our imaginary chair, or even take it to a chair if you want a little more support there. Hands can come to heart center. We'll sink a little lower, leaning the chest forward. Keep this right foot nice and flexed. Hold your balance, outer hip stretch here. And then on your next inhale, we'll come on up. Bring that right knee back into the chest, straighten up, inhale there. Exhale, step it back, taking it into a high lunge. You're on the ball of the back foot, lift those arms up, inhale. Exhale, warrior two, back foot flat, widen those arms. Beautiful, sink into the front knee, open the knee to the left, gazing over the front fingers. Breathe here. Taking it into triangle next. So front leg straightens, take an inhale there. Exhale, reach those left fingertips forward, and then release the hand to the shin or closer to the ankle. Right arm reaches, yes. So we're turning our heart towards the side, lengthening along the side body. Maybe lifting the gaze up with that top hand, strong in the legs and the feet. For 3, 2, 1, use the core to lift on up. We're gonna reverse our triangle. So left arm reaches, keep that front leg straight. Find some length there, left side. Inhale. Exhale, we're taking it back to the floor, bend the front knee, hands lower down on either side of the front foot, step back plank. Or stay upright, do your lunge. We'll chaturanga to the belly or hover. Cobra or up dog, chest lifts. Down dog, child's pose, or that standing down dog. Couple breaths right here. Maybe pedal out the feet, move the hips around in your down dog. Maybe a little with the music. Finding your rhythm here. Yes, next inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk, step, or jump the feet to meet the hands. We're coming back to standing to do that second side. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rise on up, roll up or flat back. We're back to our mountain pose. Here we go, left knee into the chest. Hold on, or maybe no hands. Rolling that foot around here, circle, circle, yes. Oh, this always just feels so good. Us always being barefoot around here. Moving that ankle around. All right, we're taking it into our figure 4. Left ankle crosses, maybe stay here. Maybe come to a chair or our imaginary chair, sink back. Hands can come in the front of the heart. You might lean the chest forward for a little more. Breathe into that outer hip, yes. We'll get a little bit more into the hips here in the second half, which we're just about in the second half, but towards the end, more the end. Beautiful. Let's straighten up. Inhale, take that knee in. Exhale, step it back, lunge. Arms overhead. You could lower to the back, the back knee. You could lower down. That's what I'm trying to say. Or stay upright. Lift the gaze, open the chest. Yes. Inhale there. Exhale, we take it into warrior two. Back foot comes flat, arms widen. So in warrior two, we're working with a straight line from the front of the heel to the back of the arch. So you could adjust your foot, and that's just a good reference point to work with. Unless that doesn't work for your hips. We all have different shaped hips, so that is like a starting point, if that helps. Softening shoulders, lengthening through the arms. Couple more breaths here. We'll take it into our triangle. Front leg straightens. Reach those right fingers forward. And then lower the hand down, shin, maybe even to the thigh here. That's perfectly okay. Or reaching towards the ankle a bit more. Turning the body, lifting the gaze. Imagining we have our back against the wall. So bringing both shoulder blades back against the wall, strong in the legs. One more full breath. Engage the core as we start to rise up, find our reverse triangle, left arm, or excuse me, right arm reaches, lengthen through right side. Yes, take a big inhale there. Exhale, bend that front knee. We're taking it back to the floor, come into your plank, or stay up standing. Here we go, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog, maybe lifting that chest a little higher here. Down dog. Press back, a couple breaths. All right, moving on here. We're going to take our right leg up from your down dog, or just step your right leg out wide if you're standing here. So let's take right leg, inhale, lift, exhale, step it through. Find your warrior two, and then we'll straighten both legs, turn the toes so they're all facing forward here. Arms lift, inhale, prasarita stretch, exhale. Hands could come on the thighs, maybe a chair, or maybe we start to lower those hands down to the floor or a block. You could lower the head if that feels okay. Walking the hands back in line with the heels is the next place we'd go with the hands. Reaching the crown of the head down. So really opening up the back of the legs. But the front of the legs are strong, so a little engagement in the quads. Lengthening the spine. A couple more breaths here. Beautiful. Let's walk our hands forward. If we've taken them back, find a flat back. Hands to the hips, rise on up. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Adjust your feet. Just taking it back through our same flow. Triangle. Lower into our triangle. And then reverse our triangle. Right arm reaches. Stay standing or exhale. Release those hands down. Step back, plank. Chaturanga through. Up dog or cobra. Down dog, press back. Let's take that to the other side. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step it through. Coming up, warrior two. And then we straighten up. We're gonna take a different variation of this prasarita. So again, all 10 toes face forward. This time, hands behind, interlace or reach for opposite elbows, wrists. Open the chest, inhale. Exhale, we come forward. maybe only halfway, maybe all the way. If you have the interlace, lifting those arms off of the back, reaching those pinkies towards the floor in that direction. They're probably not going to touch here, but reaching in that direction. So wherever you are, breathe. Couple more breaths. Keeping the arms as they are, we'll lift on up. Lift, lift, lift. Beautiful. Back to our warrior two. Straighten the front leg, triangle just flowing through here. Reverse our triangle, inhale. This is our last chaturanga, exhale. Or stay standing there, step back plank, chaturanga through. Maybe a standing cat-cow. All right, we're gonna get a little more into our hips here next, just as I promised. So from your down dog or from your standing, we're gonna step our right foot to the outside of the hands. So when you're ready, lift that right leg up, inhale. Exhale, step the foot to the outside of the hands. We're gonna come into this lizard lunge. Back knee can lower down. Working the front ankle just below the knee. So we might inch the foot forward a bit. And this could be done with hands or forearms on a chair, more of a standing position. If you want more, could lower down to the forearms, maybe to a block. Keep that chest, heart reaching forward. Notice your breath here. And we're going to take this into a twist. If you've lowered down to the forearms, come on up to the palms. Take this left hand out to the left. Right hand comes to the top of the thigh, opening the chest towards the right. You might even lift that right or extend that right arm back. Maybe even rolling to the outside of this front foot. Changing up the hip stretch. And if you're feeling like you want even more, bend that back leg, reach for the foot. So quad stretch, hip stretch, right inner thigh, right inner knee, hip. Couple breaths. If you have that foot, release. We're going to take it into pigeon or seated figure four. So if you're coming to pigeon, we're walking the right foot over to the left, set it up. Left leg extends back behind you, sit up tall. Maybe stay here or start to lower forward into that sleeping pigeon. Or from your seated position or chair, that right ankle crosses, back, reaching the hands behind you, lifting the chest, bottom leg can come in. Oh yes, getting those hips. Breathing there, nice big breaths. Just notice if we're able to find some relief. Notice if the body is releasing. You might be just holding on without even realizing it. See if you can let go, relax, soften. Another few breaths here. start to make our way up on your next breath. Could come to hands and knees or down dog, maybe shake out that right leg a little bit, circles. I always like to come into a, what is this called? Having a blank, where you just bend your knee, reach the right heel towards left glute, opening the hip. Just an option. Just shake it out and we'll take it to the other side, all of that to the other side here next. Three-legged dog, hip opener. I don't know. I don't know if there's really a name. All right, let's go ahead and lift the left leg. We're stepping it forward to the outside of the hands, finding our lizard lunge, other side. Back knee can lower. You can stay up on the hands here, maybe lower down to the forearms. That front ankle is below the knee. Great hip flexor stretch right here. Yes. Keep finding length in the spine. Try not to round here so much. So if you are lowering to the forearms and you find they're rounding in the back, you want to keep the extension of the spine. That'll really get into the front of the hip and help us to create space along the spine, around the pelvis. A couple more breaths here. If you've lowered to the forearms, come on up to the palms. We'll take that right hand to the right, left hand to the top of the thigh, opening, twisting to the left. Maybe taking the left arm back, opening, reaching to the outside of that front foot. Feeling like we want more, bending the back knee, reaching for the foot. It can be intense, so breathe. No holding the breath there. Keep opening the chest to the left. And release. We'll take it into our pigeon next. Release back to center. Walk that left foot over to the right, setting up pigeon or coming to your seat for the seated figure four. Find some length here as you inhale, square the hips. You might stay here upright or start to lower forward. Palms, forearms, sleeping pigeon, lowering the head. And I always like to say to support the head here if you're really coming down with the chest, support the head with the hands, the fists, maybe a block. Can be a great way to assist with the release throughout the body. Notice the breath as you take those bigger breaths to release this big muscle on the outside of our hip, the gluteus maximus, one of the biggest muscles in the body. More breaths. This class went quick today. We're just about there. We're going to make our way onto our back next. But first, we'll slowly come out of this side. Press on up. We might shake out that left leg a little, circles, opening the hip, whatever feels nice. And then making our way to our back, whatever that looks like for you, however, easiest route to get there. Hugging the knees into the chest there. Rock a little side to side. We're gonna give ourselves one final, just a little squeeze and hug and love. Knees into the chest. We'll lift the head, reach the forehead towards the knees. Wrap the arms around the shins. Give yourself a squeeze. Maybe even a little love and affirmation. Or just, I love you, I appreciate you. Take a big inhale. And exhale. Release, straighten those legs. Straighten the arms, come into our rest. Adjust the body as you need to get settled. And just extending those legs and arms out. Closing the eyes, even if it's for a minute. We are at 10:30 here. But I'll stay after just a couple minutes to get this, at least a minute here together. Just quiet, stillness, relaxation.
Smoke the screen to make you what it was to be. And I don't know it is around me. And once I knew I was not magnificent.
Stay here a little longer. If you're ready to bring movement back in, you could wiggle the fingers and toes. Rotate wrists and ankles. Bend the knees, roll onto your side for a moment. Together here. Namaste, friends. Oh, I haven't taught a Vinyasa in a while. That felt really great. Thanks for joining.